content creation boot camp. Who's ready to create 12 months worth of content in the next 2 days? Hell to the yes. As you guys have just heard, I've done all right, and all of that has been done by content. So as I stand here with you today, I have 281,000 students who collectively over the last few years have gone through my courses, and I have done that without paid ads until very recently. That has been done purely by sharing things I love online. Okay, putting my entire life on the internet. But it's been sharing things that I love. It's been about sharing things that I care about. It's been about being a bit silly. It's been about sharing the professional side. It's also been about sharing the more human side of what happens in life every single day. At the end of the day, we are humans doing business with humans. And the more of us we share, the easier it is for people to connect with us. And when we're going out there online and we're sharing our content, we're sharing our businesses, we're sharing what we do for people and how we can help them, all it comes down to is having the courage to just be you, but on a camera, which is most of the time, I know, many of you would rather eat a wasp sandwich, perform a lobotomy on yourself, do your tax returns, than do something like put yourself online. But the thing is, your competitors are equally as terrified of the camera. Because none of us fall out of the womb knowing how to present to a camera. None of us fall out of the womb knowing how to present on social media. It's a skill that simply can only be learned by doing it. And those of us that don't completely fall over our own words have simply embarrassed ourselves more times than you have. And you're going to soon. And make sure of it. And one of the reasons why we've got you all in the room here today is so that you can't escape and be made to do stuff. Now, how many people here have been regularly posting on social media? Awesome. Now, I know you're here in the room. Why?
Because no one likes my posts.
Yeah? To get it done? To just get away from your business, basically, and actually spend time getting things done. There's also a lot of people here that are here because they literally have no idea what to do. How many people is that? Yeah, quite a few. Great, you're in the right room, all of you. So you'll be pleased to know, by the time I'm finished with you, you are going to have created 365 social media posts. All up for that? Yeah. But not just that. I like to overpromise and overdeliver. You're going to do that before lunchtime.
Oh, wow.
What? Shut up. I know. So what are we going to do for the rest of the next 2 days? I'm glad you asked. We are then going to create SEO discoverable social captions. What the heck does that mean? Glad you asked. I'm going to be teaching you what that means. We're going to be teaching you how to make sure that this content isn't just random stuff going up online. The whole point of what we're doing here is for you to grow your business. The whole point of everything that we're going to be creating is so that you get found, not just on the day that you post it, but long term afterwards. Who's up for 365 social captions as well as 365 social posts? Woohoo! But that isn't it. Oh no. I'm also going to get you guys to create a year worth of videos. We're going to be teaching you how to use this B-roll stuff that I've been talking about to create tip educational based videos. You're going to create one for each month of 2025. All up for that? No idea how to do it? You're going to know how to do it by the time I'm finished with you. But that's not all. Then we have tomorrow. Tomorrow, you are going to create a whole year worth of blog posts as well. What? Oh yeah, it's going to rock. And you are also going to learn how to create your own epic movie trailer. Yes, my friends, by the time you leave Content Creation Bootcamp tomorrow, you are going to have your very own Netflix trailer. You're going to look so hot. You're going to look so hot. We're going to talk about scheduling, and I'm going to even explain what does all this SEO metadata, hashtaggy, what's mean, so that, again, you get found. So what we're not going to be doing on Bootcamp, obviously that's going to be a lot of things we are going to do, yes. What we are not doing is creating viral content. Nothing you create on this bootcamp really has the potential to go viral. Now, viral stuff's really good. Trending stuff's good. Dancing around's good, right? Doing all these kinds of other fun things are definitely good, and you definitely want to be doing those. But trends change day by day, minute by minute. What we want to do is focus on the tiny section of content creation that is called education-based content. Because if you want to stand out as the absolute go-to person in your field, the must-have company in whatever it is that you do, the expert in whatever thing it is you sell, you need to have discoverable content online, which means when people go to Google and type in, how do I have, how do I be, how do I do, how do I not do, how do I stop, your stuff's going to come up. You are going to come up. And then they're going to buy your coaching, your services, your consulting, your book, your courses, whatever it is that you sell. This is how people find people. So we're not going to create viral content. We are creating content that's going to make sure that whatever you put together in the next 48 hours will still be working for you in 4 to 8 years. What? And it works. And I stand here qualified to tell you this today because the content that I created 5, 10, some of them a few more years, about 13 years ago, still to this day comes up in Google search results and sends traffic to my website by the thousands every single month. A blog post that took me 30 minutes to write 7, 8 years ago is the blog that is responsible for bringing me in over 80% of my internet traffic. And it was something I just threw together and never expected to take off. We are not going to be focusing on this trend stuff, this fun stuff, although I'm going to be showing you how to take a look at trending music. I'm going to be showing you stuff that is less sexy, that is a bit more slow, that isn't going to get you thousands of likes and shares, but is going to set you up to hack the biggest traffic generator out there, Google. Now, it gets sexier than this because we don't just have Google anymore, right? How do most of us Google stuff today? ChatGPT, yeah? A lot of us today are now going to ChatGPT and asking questions instead of going to Google. But get this, it will become legislated and mandated that any single question you type into an AI bot will be required to source and reference where it got that information to and backlink to where it scraped that information from. Now, as you guys know, ChatGPT and other AI models can internet search, and some of these models are already doing that. So this isn't Sarah's high-in-the-sky gypsy prediction. It's already happening. We are unlegislated in AI at the moment because it's brand new, and like everything, the rules will catch up with it, and it will be required to send free traffic to you for the rest of time. But the only way that AI, ChatGPT, is going to be able to send people to your site is if you have content for it to scrape in the first place. And that's what we're going to do in the next 2 days. We're going to make sure that you have loads and loads of content for both people going to search engines and typing in, how do I be, how do I get, how do I do, how do I have, how do I not do, and send them your way. And if they pick up their phone and say, hey, ChatGPT, how do I do X, Y, and Z? Bam, here's the best person at this. I don't know if you've ever ChatGPT'd yourself, but ChatGPT, if you type in who's the best course creation coach in the world, and it says Sarah Cordiner. So this is actually happening already. It's already happening. How did ChatGPT say that I'm one of those top people? Because I have a boatload of content on the internet that enables these bots to simply crawl through that data and go, oh, lots of these words match this question, so let's put them together. That is all content is. Now, I've got this spider web up here, not because I haven't done my housework in a while, but because I want you to think about this content that we're going to create as if every single piece you make is the thread on a spider's web. Because this is the stuff where all of the other goo-poos out there are going to say to you, don't do educational content, it's dead. In fact, if you go to TikTok and Instagram right now, most of the goo-poo advice is, oh, educational content is so dull and boring and dead, don't do it. And I'm like, yeah, who's the millionaire? They're focused on trends and what gets the most followers and what gets the most, what gets the most likes. I'm focused on what makes the most money. Who's up for that? Yeah, right? Now, Brilliant. Now, before you think I'm an absolute cold-hearted psychopath bitch, business is business, guys, and money is the fuel of our business. Without it, it cannot run, it cannot operate. It literally is what propels it forward. If we don't have a business and we can't sustain it, then we can't go on and serve, impact, and help other people. So we have to be financially focused, and in all the content that we're creating today, the whole purpose of this, and it must stay top of your mind, is to create as many rings on your spider's web as possible, so that not just is it capturing people, it's capturing income long term. This is about money. And if you are not ready to make money, you're going to be by the time I'm done with you. This is a business. And I want you to be thinking about every single thing we're going to create today has the potential to bring you in a lead. Maybe not the day you post it, could be a year or two later. And certainly has the potential to bring you in money. Maybe not today, but certainly later. This is a cumulative effort. A spider's web does not work if it only has one thread. Yeah, it might swipe you across the eyeball when you're running through to work, right? But we are going to create one piece of content, one ring on the web. When we then add the captions to that, it's another ring on the web. Every blog post we create, it's another ring on the web. Every video we produce, it's another ring on the web. Every time we go and speak on somebody's podcast, every time we speak on a stage, every time we go to a network meeting, and that's our name is listed somewhere, we're building a bigger and bigger web. It's silent, it's secret, it's a web on the interweb, but it is nonetheless growing invisibly, silently, very unego-y, unlike the social media trending stuff behind the scenes. And it is building out a powerful capture system. It is there forever. And in fact, when it comes to Google, and particularly our blogging tomorrow, your content like this, educational content, gets more and more vintage, just like you guys, with age. The older it gets, the more data it collects. The more people click on these blog posts or these captioned posts that have come up in search results, the more Google learns about the clickers. And so the more of people like them, it serves this blog content too. And this is why blog content is so powerful. On social media, the lifespan of a piece of content is a couple of minutes to a day or two, max, and then it's gone on the feed. So people on the live stream, this is what your feeds. I'm a piece of content. I'm a piece of content, right? I'm a video, right? One of Sarah's videos. This is where it's gone. But when we put a blog out there, when we put searchable, discoverable content, which you're going to learn all about, it gets more and more vintage. It gets more and more powerful. It accumulates data and information silently behind the scenes. No love hearts. No virality, but it actually continues over time to go from page 10 billion and something to page 1, the older it gets. This makes this kind of content creation a heck of a lot more rewarding, and it has way better ROI. So I really want to spend time focusing on that today, because a lot of people are going to come here thinking, but I wanted to learn how to create one of those cool swish effect videos. Great, please do them, please learn them. I'm not your girl for that, although there is stuff in the Legends Lab about that. Today, I'm the girl about helping you get found and making money for a long time. So let's crack on with that, shall we? My visibility blueprint, there is a copy of this on your tables. Live streamers, you have a lesson in your portal called Visibility Blueprint. Now, we're only going to be focusing on a tiny bit of this today, but I want you to have this because the longer you hang around me, the more of this blueprint you work through. And this blueprint's purpose is to make sure that you understand that there is a very structured system, a blueprint, quite literally, to your wealth, your riches, and your business development. We're not just randomly chucking stuff out there and hoping for the best. For this to be a business that's profitable, you need to have a system behind it. Now, the bit of the system that we're focusing on is the green section. This is the bit that we're going to be looking at over the next 2 days only. The green section is content creation. The types of content that we put out in the world to get seen, to get noticed, for people to become aware of us and find out, see who we are, to get discovered on the internet. And there is a really cool flow for actually how you can make one piece of content work really hard for you. I am successful and get lots done because I actually try to work as little as I can. For example, in the green section, you will see this is my actual workflow and the one I've been using for pretty much a decade. Whenever I create a video, And by the way, video is the thing that you should be creating because no one else can replace your head. Now, I know we have AI, and I know that you can literally replace yourself with a talking head video of yourself. But if you want to have the best impact possible, videos are going to be the way to go in the future. Now, I'm not going to be teaching you talking head videos this weekend because I want you to go away with content done. But what I do is I create a video because nobody else can speak like me, gesturize it, articulate it like me. No one's going to put in the little nuances in the way that you do. Once I film that little 30-second, 60-second, 2-3 minute video, what happens then? This flowchart shows you that then all I do with that video is transcribe it. Now, one of the tools you're going to hear about this weekend is Descript. Descript is the tool that I like to use to transcribe these videos. Now, that transcription of text then becomes blog posts. Woohoo! That transcription of text can become little tips on image cards, more rings on the web. They can also become simple text-based social media posts that go out on social media, and each one adds another ring to the web. You can also take those blog posts that you're publishing on your own site and publish them as a guest column writer on other people's blogs, which does another thing. Not only does it add another ring to your spider's web, it also adds what's called a backlink to your website. Does anyone know what backlinks are? Everyone heard of backlinks? A backlink just means that your name or your content and your website have been mentioned on another website, and that links back from their website to yours. Google loves backlinks. The more links there are from other people's websites pointing back to yours, again, the higher up in Google search results you're going to become. So this is simply a visual of just how I take one thing, one task, filming a tip video as an example, and then guess what? You can get somebody else to transcribe it, put it up on your blog, put it up on LinkedIn, put it up on somebody else's blog, chop it up and make it a bunch of social media posts. You basically have yourself, from a 30-second video, at least 8 more rings on your spider's web, 8 more pieces of content from a 30-second video. How does she do it? Just told you the secret. Who thinks they could do that? I know you don't know how yet, but do you think that sounds like a pretty effective, productive way of working? Yeah. Super duper effective way of working. So I want you to know that's happening behind the scenes, okay? Now, the other thing that's happening behind the scenes, and we're not going to go through the whole blueprint today because it includes elements that we cover in other training, other workshops, and other boot camps. But basically, with the content that we're going to be putting out there, as you look down your visibility blueprint, one part of marketing ourselves is to get noticed, i.e. the content being published. Now, I could get noticed running down the street naked, the end. What we want to do to then turn it into business, the next step, that massive yellow line across the middle of the page, is get their contact details. That is how we go from just being seen, oh, look at Sarah and her sparkly shit, very nice, to, hey, let's have a chat, come into my world, come into the room, let's get to know each other. Contact details. And in today's world, predominantly, that's an email address. So all of the content you guys are going to be creating in the next 2 days is going to have what at the end of it? A call to action, a CT. So you're going to be making sure that you're thinking today, what could I get them to do so that I get their email address? Now I know, how many of you do have a lead magnet, a free thing that you give away in exchange for an email? Cool, about half the room. If you don't worry, because I'm going to show you something that you can go away and do after boot camp. If you don't have a free thing that you can give away, what are some other things you could ask people to do to take it to that yellow line? If you don't have a link today, if you don't have a link today to put in the call to action, comment on the post, right? Great call to action. If you have no link to put into your social media content today so that you can get an email address, the next best thing you want to do is start a conversation. So comment below if you found this helpful. Comment bananas below. There's an automation for that. It may be that you ask them to DM you. Start that conversation. Follow or subscribe. That's another way to make sure they at least see the next piece of content that you put out, and when you do have a link or a lead magnet. The other thing you're going to learn about is a link page or a link tree. How many people have a link page or a link tree? A few do. Who does not know what a link page or a link tree is? Okay, a link page, we've got some people in the live chat as well. A link page, guys, is literally just a page on the internet. And by the way, we have loads of free templates of them on Techmatics. If you have a Techmatics account, they're already made for you. Literally a page on the internet that lists all of your important links. Your website, all of your social media channels, any free stuff that I can opt into, your calendar booking link, and anything that you sell. All just go, all of your links on one single page, so it's easy for me to connect with you, follow you, and more importantly, buy your stuff. It never ceases to amaze me how many people are on social media, they're commenting in all of the groups, and I go to buy stuff from them, and I can't even find a way to email them. And I'm thinking, you're so active on socials, and you're literally missing sales because I found it impossible to find your website, find what you sell, find a calendar booking link, or even your email address to say I can't find anything. What? Craziness, yes? All right, so the next thing that I know we're going to have happening, onliners and in the roomers, is, but I want it to be perfect. I have to have the branding right. I'm going to wait till I've had that photo shoot done. I'm going to just get rebranded because I've changed my mind on my favorite color. Yeah, I'm not quite sure who I'm talking to yet. I haven't completely mastered my niche. I haven't completely mastered my offer. I haven't got a freaking clue what I'm doing in life. I don't know, right? Newsflash! You're never going to know what you're doing in life, right? Seriously, you are going to, for the rest of time, continuously enhance and evolve your brand. You're going to, as long as you're moving forward and are alive, going to be constantly adjusting. You're going to constantly evolve your offers, change your sales pages, change the colors that you like. You're going to be constantly changing your message and who you're talking to. If you are moving forward, change is the only thing you can absolutely guarantee. So if anyone's here sitting thinking, I'm going to wait until I've done that. No! My best friend, thanks, mate, literally has challenged you all to find the most embarrassing shit that I've put online in the last 15 years. I am absolutely dreading this. I don't even know if I've put everything on private. Jesus. Anyway, right? But do you think I would have got anywhere if I hadn't started? I look back at my last YouTube video, my first YouTube videos. They genuinely are horrifying. I was so scared of that lens. I could not put one word in front of the other in any kind of coherent manner whatsoever. In fact, in some of the videos, I forget my own name. Whoa, I just had the most amazing deja vu. We're so meant to be here. And this is what's going to happen, right? You can only get to version 10, the kind of less than embarrassing version, if you've literally walked through version 1 and version 2 and version 3. And version 1 of anything absolutely sucks. Look at anything that's been invented that's brilliant. Look at the first Mac. It was a giant old Hufin great box bigger than this table. Right? Look at that beautiful one at the back of the room that Roxy's got. Now, Steve Jobs didn't just wake up one morning and go, I'm just going to procrastinate until it's perfect, and then plopped that out when he was sat on the toilet. It literally went through 20 plus years of evolution from a massive, fat, ugly, stinking box that nobody understood what it did or what to do with it, to that, yeah? Look at the mobile phones that every single one of you are holding. Who had one of those giant-ass bricks that you had to plug into the car and a cigarette lighter? Yeah? That's it, and every time your mum wanted a smoke, you had to pull the phone thing out, and the windows are all down, you're getting ash in your eyeball. Brilliant. All right, the evolution. How many people smoke in their cars now? Most of us don't smoke anymore, right? This is how everything changes. The only way you're going to get your first follower is to put something up for them to follow, right? The only way you're going to get 10 followers is if you put 10 more pieces of content up so they still have something to follow. We've got some people in the room here who said, I have no idea who you are. I only found out about this yesterday, but here I am. Yeah? Now, if I wasn't running this event, you wouldn't have anything to come to. Now, by the way, my first events was me in these tiny little borrowed rooms, just me by myself, not even a laptop, not even a projector, some paper in front of me, and hoping for the best. Right? Things evolve, things change. So your content is too. So I want you to know that we are going to come in with the mantra this 2 days of something is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. All right? Posts over perfection. Yes? Because our job here is to give Google shit to find us. All we're doing is creating an index on the internet of words so that Google can go, oh, sure, you've typed in these words. This happens to match this person over here. Here you go. Now, I care more about business and wearing this ridiculously overpriced outfit than I do about whether some random on the other side of the planet thinks I'm a complete and utter idiot. Yeah? You are going to get trolled. In fact, I want to take you guys to a particular slide that is actually the very, very last one, and I want to start with this very last slide. Oh, we have quite a lot to go through, don't we? Oh, you're going to create... Woo! Please leave a review, thank you, goodbye. That was really... Welcome to the boot camp. This one here, I get asked this question a lot. We teach people exactly how to do what to do, and then people say, what if they hate me? Anyone ever thought that? Yeah? What if they hate me? What if I get criticized? What if I get trolled? What if people say horrible, mean things about me? What if people say, you suck? Now, I've had way worse things that have been said to me than that. I definitely can't repeat them here. But guess what? Oh, yeah, I'm still here. And guess what? I'm freaking rich too! Yeah? So, for some reason, that slide isn't working, but it is absolutely hilarious. And you're going to laugh really loud when it does come up, because it's me in a dressing gown with my lipstick purposely smudged all over my teeth. And I have a dummies book that says dummies for trolling. And it's me just going, troll, you suck. It was very funny, and you totally should appreciate all the work that went into that particular video. But you will have way more people say thank you. And let's just do a little bit of a really scientific survey here. How many people like and comment on every single post they see on the internet? Nobody! And Alison's, yeah, I totes do. You don't even see the flipping text messages I send you. What are you talking about? Jesus, right? We don't. So out of the 1% of people that might say something mean, there's about maybe 30% of people that will say anything at all that's usually perfectly normal. There will then be a tiny percent of people that share the love. There will then be the largest percent of people that don't say anything at all. Because your post is the 75th billionth one that they've seen, but they've still seen it. Yeah? Now, you will see when you start doing things like YouTubing and blogging and posting on business pages that you may have got 1 like and no comments, and you think, oh no, nothing's working. When you look at the analytics behind the scenes and see that it was viewed 1,000 times, you've got to remember, not everyone who sees stuff comments on it, because you don't either. Doesn't mean they hate you. It doesn't mean you suck. It doesn't mean your content's rubbish and you should give it all up and the end. It just means people don't comment on everything they see because you don't either. Love it. Okay, posts over perfection, yes? Yes, posts over perfection. I'd like you all to scan the slide, live streamers, if you could just put on slide cam for us right now. This particular slide is going to take you to the content tracker sheet. You also, on your tables, have one that looks like this. Live streamers, you have a digital copy of this. I want you all to grab one of these and stick your name on the top. There is a whiteboard pen on all of your tables. So pop your name on this. And there is a digital one that you're all going to add your names to and track your content creation. Now, why is Sarah doing this? First of all, it is a tiny bit to do with ego, because I want to be able to go, this is how many pieces of content were created at the Content Creation Bootcamp. Secondly, the most important reason why I'm creating these is because we are giant bags of chemicals. All we are as human beings are big, blobby meats of hormones and chemicals and biological reactions. And you have this amazing thing that releases in your body that changes everything. It changes your motivation, it changes if you get up, it changes whether you're gonna write the next post or not, and it's called dopamine. Oh, it's the original God-given drug. Dopamine is your feel-good hormone. It is the thing that quite literally says to your brain, woo, let's do more of that. It's invisible. And the coolest thing is we can actually hack our bodies to force it to release dopamine. Woo! How many people write something on their to-do list after they've done it just so they can tick it off? You psychopaths, me too. Why do we do that? Because it actually genuinely releases dopamine. It makes us feel good. Woo, I done something. Your body goes bing. This is your bing sheet. You're going to be, throughout, this is going to be a sheet. You also have some blue tack on your tables, I think. If we haven't, Alison can go get us some. And these are going to be stuck on the wall at the back of the room, and I'm not going to get my deposit back. And you're going to be tracking all of the content you create over the next 2 days, and you're also going to be doing it on the digital sheet so that collectively with our online live streamers, we can see how much we're creating. And you're going to get a dopamine hit every time you fill that in. All good? All got the sheets? Yes, cool. Let's move on. Next, how many people have created their own ChatGPT bot? Their own little clone? A few of you. Awesome. How many people have not? Okay, don't panic. If you have not, I have given you guys free access to my workshop on how to make it. And you're not going to worry about it today. Posts over perfection. All right? But you do have access to that training to go and do after the event. So when I say to you over the next 2 days, pop it in your bot, we're not going to go straight down to the dirty toilet thoughts. When I say pop it in your bot, those of you that do have your own GPT, you're going to stick it in there. Those of you that don't have a bot yet, but you're going to, aren't you? Because you've got the training on how to do it. You're just going to stick it in ChatGPT. And I want you to keep everything that you do in one thread this week, this weekend, this next 2 days. What day is it? All right, you want to open up ChatGPT. You're going to be doing a lot of AI work today. But the cool thing is the developments that have happened with AI, if you don't have your own bot yet, you're going to actually be able to extract everything you create today to actually train your bot anyway. All right, so this is going to be all good. You're not wasting any time, and you're not going to be behind if you haven't done it. So please don't panic about that. What's that? Is that not plugged in? This particular plug goes back there. Okay, that's going to be fun if that goes off. Oh, it wasn't plugged in. In your slides, there is a QR code that takes you to some of the bot training manuals. However, I don't want you to worry about that today because it's all inside your portal to go back and do another day. Now, are you ready for the main event? Yes, we are. Please all now scan the QR code. If we can have online, please go to SlideCam. We have your main document that you are going to be living in, breathing in, and putting all of your content in over the next 2 days. This is called my Year of Content sheet. In this document, you will be putting 365 social media posts. You will be putting 365 search engine optimized questions that your audience are currently typing into Google right now. You're going to be putting in 365 social captions. You're going to be putting in 12 videos. You're going to be putting in 12 blog posts. And just because I'm going to make you feel as stupid and cringeworthy as possible, I'm also going to throw in you creating your own quotes of yourself. And the reason why is because I once saw these really big goo-poos saying, whoever quotes themselves is just so cringe. And I was like, Toad's going to quote myself now. Because we're not here to fit in with the sheep. We're here to stand out, yeah? Okay? And the only reason you're going to help more people make a difference, make an impact, is if you're out there being a bit different. Loves it. Everyone got the sheet? Yes? Excellent. Okay. First exercise of today. Column 1, or A. Column A of your Google Sheet. Has everybody on the live stream got this Google Sheet open? Column A. This is going to be the first major foundation of our giant content tree. In order to get found, we have to answer questions. To help people, we have to answer questions. To get matched up by Google to you, you have to have the answer to people's questions. We're creating educational, informational content. So how do we know what the questions are? Glad you're here. That's exactly what we're going to do today. So you're going to be going in for this next exercise, and we're going to be focusing on getting the top 365 questions that your audience are currently asking about your field of expertise. And you're going to do that in 2 ways. So don't rush ahead yet. I'm going to show you first what we're going to do, and then we're going to do it, and you're going to be given time to do that. So we are going to, first of all, go to answerthepublic.com. Who has not heard of answerthepublic.com? A couple of you. Who has heard of answerthepublic.com? Brilliant. Now, answerthepublic.com is a free website. It also has a paid version like everything. Sorry, I've got a lot of feedback coming in here. That simply curates all of the questions that people are currently typing into the search engines right now. It updates every 24 hours, so it is literally what people want to know. And if you are answering these questions, and if the only thing you take from this bootcamp is to answer these questions and go and visit this every 90 days, you not get traffic. You cannot fail to get traffic, and at the very least to start conversations and getting leads if you're answering these questions. Because people by the hundreds, by the thousands, by the tens and hundreds of thousands are typing them into Google every single day. What you've got to do is answer them for that traffic to be pointed to you. So answerthepublic.com, you're going to, when I give you time to do this in a moment, you're going to go to Answer the Public and you're going to type in variations of your, you okay? Yeah. You're going to type in variations of your area of expertise. So I teach course creation. So I'm going to type in something like create course in Answer the Public. And it's going to bring up all of the questions that people are asking about creating a course. If you're a nutritionist, you might type in a variation of different wording, such as maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's literally food nutrition you're doing. Maybe it's holistic health. Maybe it's hormonal type questions you're getting. So whatever your topic is, you're going to be typing that in. Now, I switched the location, by the way, to the United States. And the reason why is because it simply has a higher search volume because of higher population. If you switched it just to Australia, as an example, we're presenting from Australia today, you're going to have less results because there's simply a smaller population. So I switched mine to the US because you just get more results in that answer. Now, what you get in Answer the Public is a whole list of questions, as I said, that people are typing in. You're going to be capturing all of those questions and just downloading them in an Excel sheet. Please don't put them in your main My Year of Content sheet. From Answer the Public, you're just going to be putting them in a separate document and using them shortly. Once you've got your content questions from Answer the Public, you are then going to use the ChatGPT prompt that I've provided you to come up with even more questions, all 365 questions that your audience are asking. Let's first of all get you guys to open up the ChatGPT prompt, which by the way is also in your year of content sheet. If you go to column A, there is a green box at the top. In there, there is the prompt and there is also the link to the Google Sheet for the prompt you're going to be giving to ChatGPT. And the prompt to ChatGPT is basically you saying, hey ChatGPT, this is who I am, this is who I help, this is the kind of stuff I do for them. And you're also going to say to ChatGPT, and here's a bunch of questions that I've also just scraped from Answer the Public to help you out. Now please give me 365 questions that my audience are asking for that are highly discoverable and highly searchable on the internet. And that ChatGPT result is going to give you 365 questions that you are then going to be popping in your year of content sheet. Is everyone following? No. Slow down. So this is the thing, it's why I say I'm going to talk about it first before I let you go into it. I asked for a whiteboard and I don't have one, okay. Alison, would you mind seeing if they, yeah, we did ask for one. So what you're going to do, step number one, and let's all do it together now, is you're going to go to answerthepublic.com. So everybody now log into your laptops, computers, and go to answer.com. How are we going on the live stream there? We'll go through it all with you now step by step. Everyone just go one step at a time. I'm going to walk you through every part of this first task. Okay, everyone got Answer the Public open? Yes? Okay. If you've got Answer the Public open, you're going to go into the search bar and type in your topic. Whatever field of expertise, field of services that you're in, whatever it is that you offer the world, pop in your topic, change the location to the United States, and then hit search. Because there's more people. If your business is only in Australia, it doesn't matter where your business is. We're only using this tool to just get a random bunch of ideas as to what the people might be in the world asking. Humans are humans. If they're asking the questions in Australia, they're probably going to ask it there too. So at the moment, we're not getting exact things we're going to answer. We're just collecting some data of what people are currently typing into the internet.
Everyone's getting a 503 error. So too many people from the same.
Oh, okay, yes, because we're all on the same IP address. So you might want to just use your mobile phones and use your phone data because then we won't all be on the same IP address logging into one website. Yes?
It's asking me to create an account.
Yes, Answer the Public is free, but it will ask you to put in your name and email address to be able to download a current report. It's totally safe. I've been using this for about 8+ years. They're all good. They're not going to fully spam you. Step 1 is all we're doing right now is we're just literally going to grab the questions that people are asking. And I'm actually going to change my screen in just a second to do a little demo with you as to what's going to happen next with Answer the Public. Okay? I'm going to switch to my screen. Live streamers. I might need to present my screen for the live streamers too. All right, so answerthepublic.com. I'm going to just take you through to what we're going to do. I'm going to pick my topic of course creation for something or create course, okay? I've put in my topic and I'm now going to select the location as the United States. Is everyone following on the screen here? Yeah, we've got the live stream running in 2 locations, so can't do that demo. Brilliant. I think what we'll do is let's take a quick break while we'll get the demo connected. But your goal here is, and maybe you can actually help one another during the break, is once you've selected the country as the US and hit search, on the top right-hand corner of your screen, there is a little tiny down pointing arrow where you can literally export those results, those questions as a CSV file. All following? Yep. Okay, can you all find that little download button? Yes? Now, on the free version of Answer the Public, you can only do 3 searches. So it will stop you at the 4th search and say you can't do any more searches today. One of the ways to do that is to switch to incognito mode so it doesn't know which device you're using and it will give you 3 more. But what you're going to be doing once you've pressed download CSV file, don't do anything else. I don't need to copy and paste it into your sheet. I don't need to do anything with them. You're simply going to be downloading that CSV file because we just want to give our ChatGPT a couple of the most recent questions. That's all we're doing here, okay? We're just giving it some extra information to make sure that the 365 questions it generates are going to be really recent questions. Yeah?
So when you put it in, you know how it brings you a circle?
Yes.
And in the circle it says, see more results. When it downloads all of them.
It will download every single question.
And there won't be.
Correct. So just for live streamers, I was just asked, yes, it will, when you press download CSV file, it will download all of the results into one big CSV file. Yes. Just free plan, free individual plan. Okay, so Answer the Public's going to say, why do you want to use this? It's just their research. Just put, I don't know, want to know stuff. It's just their keyword research. All right, we have got the camera back on. Thank you. Nice. All right, good. So you'll see here where I've said create course. Let me just check that I'm still in the live stream studio. So the question was, how many questions would you expect to come up in the results? Completely depends on the topic. It could be anything from 10 to 10,000. It's only going to scrape the questions that are being typed into Google over a certain search volume. So it's not going to bring up every question that's ever been asked. It's only going to bring up questions that have actually reached a really high search rate. So that, again, we're only just going to be downloading the CSV file to feed some extra information to our bot. Yes?
Quick question. Mine says it's got 112
Results.
questions. I've downloaded it. I've only got 32 in the download.
So it sometimes will remove duplicated questions because sometimes the questions get asked. It's the same question, but it's just in loads and loads of format. It doesn't matter if you've only got a handful. This isn't going to be our actual 365 questions. Again, we're just getting some up-to-date data from what's currently happening in the search boxes. Okay, let's do a share screen for our live stream. All right. So as you can see, guys, I've gone into Answer the Public. I've typed in my keyword. I've changed it to, it's going to ask me to log in now, isn't it, obviously? Bear with me. Cool. All right. I don't want to upgrade my account. Okay. Brilliant. So, guys, I've just pressed search, and from there, can press download CSV. All I'm going to do is download that CSV. Obviously, I've got to put in my name and email address in there. But that is going to just give us some data to give to the bot in a moment. So has everyone downloaded their CSV file of results that came out? I'm going to give you 2 minutes, and I'm actually going to put on some background music if it works. Your goal at the moment is only to download that CSV file from Answer the Public.
I think I've figured it out. It's when you scroll through the list on the site, it then starts.
It might be because it's a free account. Do the pay plan. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Stop sharing that. Oops. 1 more minute to just download a CSV file. So one of the questions come up online is, what keyword do you use in Answer the Public? You're using the keywords that are about your topic. You're trying to find questions that people ask about your area of expertise. So whatever you're an expert in, or whatever your business is about, that's the question or the topic or the keyword you're going to be typing in to Answer the Public. And yes, if you're using the free plan, it's only going to probably give you 30 answers. That's totally okay. We're just getting some really up-to-date information that we're going to be doing our main task with in a second, so we do need to move on quite quickly. Have you all downloaded your CSV file? Yes, no, yes, no. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 more seconds to download a CSV file. Now, by the way, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. This bit is really not 1000% essential, but I just like to always do this to see if there are any questions that Answer the Public are able to pull out from those search, just had a fly go right in my eye then, from those search questions. This is what ChatGPT might find for us. So I'm just trying to make sure that you've got really up-to-date information going in. Even if it's only 30 questions, that's still going to be good information for ChatGPT as well. Okay, I'm going to assume that you have downloaded these from Answer the Public, because now I want to move to the next slide. So our next slide is, that's one just come off as well, is regarding column A in your My Year of Content sheet. So your Year of Content sheet, column A, there is a prompt that you are going to put into ChatGPT. There's a link to this prompt, or the prompt itself is just right there in column A for you to use. This prompt that you're going to put into ChatGPT basically says, I can't even see it from here. Let me walk over. Sorry, live streamers, you're going to see the back of me here. So it says, hi, I'm an expert in, and then put in your field of expertise. What is it you do? What services do you provide? And I help, and then put in who you think your target audience are. And if you don't know, just put people, okay? Because I don't want anyone here going, but I don't know who my niche or my avatar or my target audience is yet. I don't care, they're people. I help people, if you don't know. Okay, so I would put something in there, I help entrepreneurs, course creators, experts, and consultants. If you don't know who that is, it might be women. I help women do something. I help Australian women. Okay, who do you help? And I help them do X, Y, and Z. Do you sell a particular product? Do you sell a particular course? Do you help them get a certain result? This doesn't need to be war and peace, guys. We're just telling ChatGPT who we are, okay? This isn't going on the front page of the newspaper. This isn't going to be tattooed on your face. You're just telling ChatGPT roughly what you do. Very roughly. It's going to learn more about you as time goes on. Okay, this prompt continues. I want you to help me create 365 questions that my audience might ask. Here's 30 questions I just pulled off Answer the Public to help you out. Go. Your task now, my friends, is to go to column A in your Year of Content sheet, take that prompt, and create your 365 SEO questions in your field of expertise. I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes to do this. Meanwhile, if you need to take a toilet break, grab a cup of tea or coffee, stretch your legs, put a jumper on, warm up, you have 15 minutes to do all of those things. So by the time we come back together in 15 minutes, I need to see 365 questions only, just the questions in column A. Are you all with me? Yes? Now again, remember, this is not being tattooed on your face. This is not something that you're literally going to have to go to the grave with. You can change these questions, you can edit them, you can tweak them. Everything's going to keep changing, but we want 365 questions in there to work from to begin with. Diane, yes?
So when it says, here's a sample of some of the questions that I've already
Brilliant. So for the live streamers, the question was, where it says at the bottom, and here of this ChatGPT prompt, and here are some examples of some questions from Answer the Public. You're just going to copy and paste those 30 questions in this prompt and put that whole prompt into ChatGPT. Following?
If some of the questions from Answer the Public aren't relevant to your...
So if the questions aren't relevant, then yes, you might like to remove them. However, again, it doesn't matter if they're included. It's just a generic prompt at the moment to get as many questions as we can. Everything can be edited. This isn't going to be what you die in the grave with. So again, let's go through it again. Column A only, it's the only thing we're focusing on. You're going to get the prompt that I've given you and fill in the blanks. The 30 questions that you've just got from ChatGPT, you're going to add to this prompt and then copy and paste the entire prompt into ChatGPT. And ChatGPT is going to give you 365 questions that people in your audience are asking. You're not going to worry about what those questions are. You're just going to get them and you're going to stick them all in your sheet. All good? Okay, you have 15 minutes starting now. In local Brisbane time, it is 10:15 a.m. So I want everyone back at their desks at 10:30 a.m., 15 minutes time, with 365 questions in column A. Nothing else. Yes? Everyone's, oh my gosh. Yes. So whenever I say put it in your bot, I mean if you have your own ChatGPT bot, you put it in that. If you don't have your own ChatGPT bot, it's just going in normal ChatGPT. Doesn't matter what you're using. Still downloading. It's a bit slow internet in here. All right, so feel free to grab a drink, coffee, go to the toilet. We're going to be coming back together here in 15 minutes time. And live streamers are all good. How are you going? Just checking the live stream.